Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. My name is Bianca, and I am going to show you a quick tutorial of how to cast your natal chart in Placidus and whole signs using astro.com. Now, I know there's a lot of people who do this already, but I just wanted to make sure that I had it on here. I'm going to make a few points that I think are important. I haven't really watched anyone else's how to cast their natal chart video. I know that people have it. I just never watched them. So I'm hoping my perspective is a little bit different, but I'll try to keep it short and sweet. And without further ado, here's the tutorial. Okay, so you're going to start on astro.com. And you're just going to go there. You're going to go to, you hit these little three lines right here, and you're going to go to horoscope drawings and data. And you're going to select extended chart selection. So I'm going to teach you how to do a full, like a Placidus one, which is their default. So on astro.com, the default house system of choice is Placidus. So I'm going to just quickly run that chart. But before I do that, I'm going to show you a few details that I think is important for a beginner. So one thing that I would highlight is for someone to indicate what node they want. So I would put like true node. And then I'm going to also put, now it depends on how you feel about this. If you're beginning and you're like, these aspect lines are stressing me out, I can't handle this, you can draw it without aspect lines. I'm going to quickly show you what that looks like. We're going to press show the chart. And so here you have it, Placidus, and you have no aspect lines. So when you're really beginning, I see this being very useful. So let's go back. What you're going to do if you wanted to change the house system or you wanted to change any aspect of the chart, you're going to click on chart selection. And you're going to now, I just want major aspects. Most people want major aspects. Give the people what they want. Major aspects it is. And everything else is pretty much unnecessary for this time if you're a beginner. But I will quickly tell you that if you wanted more specific minor aspects, you can include them. You can, there's a huge, index for asteroids. You can manually check them if they're not here already. Fixed stars, all that stuff. So you can take a look and add those to your chart. But in the beginning, definitely the less is more on when it comes to additional points on your chart. So again, we have major aspects only, and we're just going to cast the chart with Placidus as the default. Let's go check it out. Okay, so again, so this is how it's laid out. You have the name of the person, you have the birth information. Check and make sure it's correct. Always check. And so now we have all of this information here. Another thing I wanted to highlight is this chart. I love this chart, and I'm going to dedicate a whole video to just this chart. This chart holds pretty much the composition of elemental and modality composition. So you have fire, air, earth, and water. So how much water does one have? How much, how many planets are in certain elements? And then you have this chart, the columns representing how much energy is in their, how mutable they are, how fixed they are, and how cardinal they are. And so in this case, this person's very mutable and just pretty flexible and adaptable. And I think it's pretty, I would say it's pretty even, maybe a little bit more weighted on the water or maybe the air because the sun is there. Or actually maybe the air because the sun and the moon is there. Is this a night chart? Oh, it's a day chart. Okay. So yeah, I mean, it depends. But it's good to know, right? Maybe this person's really balanced. And so that's a really good, perspective. Like, wow, this person's actually really balanced in the way they deal with people. They have a perfect example, a level of groundedness, but then they're also able to go and act on things. And they love to connect with people on an intellectual level. Like that's how you would kind of work with this. I love this section. And then this area is a aspect matrix, and very useful. Has the planets, has the location with the degrees of that planet, where it is in Pisces, the sun, where is it in Pisces, where is the moon in Aquarius specifically. This will come in handy with transits, as astrologers are referencing, oh, this eclipse is happening at 5 degrees Taurus. Like those types of things are going to be important, for whatever purposes. I mean, for example, it's squaring Aquarius. It's 5 degrees square Aquarius. Like you might want to know what degree your planet is, because that's going to affect the transits. The transits are going to affect you maybe more or less. So this type of information is really good. As you can see, there's only major aspects. So now let's change the house system. So if we wanted to change the house system to anything, let's just not even whole signs. But if you wanted whole signs, you could just pick whole signs. Yeah, then show the chart. And yeah, there you have it. Okay. So it's very simple, very easy. And now you're on your way to studying your natal chart, or your friend's natal chart, your mom's natal chart. Okay, hopefully this was a helpful tutorial. Make sure to comment down below if you have any questions or any suggestions on topics. Love to help people figure out all this, because it can be overwhelming. But for the most part, stay tuned for any videos. Make sure to subscribe. And I guess that's it. All right. Talk to you next time. Bye.